the things that we think a lot of companies don't do well is being proactive with their messaging. In this day and age where there's a huge focus on digital communications and where people can get access to information very quickly, we think it's more important than ever that companies are on the front foot with their messaging, and that they're the ones to tell the story, and that they tell it, they get out in front of it. Once you're in a responsive situation, it's very, very difficult to claw back trust. I also think that mining companies deal with a lot of advisors. They have financial advisors through banks, they have legal advisors, and those advisors tend to be very risk averse, and often their response to crisis situations or to situations which are a little bit contentious is to not say much at all. Whereas we're very much about telling the story, being the one to tell it, telling it first, and creating that trust situation. If you're actually reacting all the time, it's very difficult for people to trust the messaging because it looks less authentic. We would say the website is of absolute paramount importance. I mean, one of the parts of Cannings Purple's businesses is very heavily focused on digital communications, and one of the things that we talk to our clients about a lot is actually driving traffic from all of your social media and all of your digital presences back to your website. And your website should be a primary business tool. People should be able to find everything that they're looking for on your website, and it should be a first port of call for people. I mean, you don't really want to have people having to then leave your website, because your website is where you can control the message. It's what you can actually control what you're telling your investors, what you're telling media, what you're telling any visitors to your site. Once they leave your site, the message is no longer yours and it's beyond your control. So, in this day and age, in the digital marketing space, it's really important that there's no longer an investor relations strategy that can't include both a social media focus and also in looking at your website as your primary business tool. And we've got quite a few clients here this year, and we have a lot of other clients who've actually come along as delegates. We have clients here who've taken booths and who have speaking slots. It's been a real, the conference itself is a real draw card because of the international nature of the conference. It draws people from all over the world, and every year we see new representatives from new countries here. I mean, I've seen the Saudi Arabian mining finance people this time. There's a Peruvian copper group here which we haven't seen before. Our clients also like the fact that the foot traffic is guaranteed. You have upwards of 10 to 15,000 delegates coming along to this conference, and it's really important to have that kind of footfall. It's difficult to capture investor focus, and this is one of the places that we recommend our clients come to do that.